girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. So I'm really pleased to be able to bring you another watch. It's another Pagani design. This is the first watch that they've made in titanium that I know about. There could be others. I'm not saying that I'm the oracle on this stuff, but it's the first watch that I've seen they've made that's out of titanium. It's a dive watch slash sports watch, and it's got quite a lot going on. I've gone for sort of like this sort of stealthy army sort of colours. There's a few different colours that you can go for. It's the PD-YN009. How important these hyphens are in terms of these models, I'm not completely sure, but I do include them anyway, just so you have an idea. But yeah, like I say, I really like the look of this watch. Picked it up. Hopefully I can bring it to your attention. If it's something that you like, there will be an affiliate link in the description. Please feel free to use it. No obligation, but it does make your life easier and just give me a little kickback for doing so. But guys and girls, I appreciate all your love and support. As I always say, hopefully by the time we get to the end of the video, you'll know if this watch is for you. But yeah, thanks for tuning back in. And without further ado, let's get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys and girls, so this is the watch, the usual packaging you get. This is their longest running packaging, if you like, with the flip over. Clean and cloth inside. Has got the hang tag down the side, just here. Instruction manual, warranty card. Obviously I didn't need to take any links out, given the fact it's on a rubber strap. Foam inner, and all that usual stuff that you get from Pagani design. I like this one, a bit different. As I said in the intro, I think it's the first watch they've made that's titanium. So that was something that drew me to the watch, plus also the fact it just looked quite funky. I like the fact it looked different. Yeah, something a little bit different about it. But yeah, the model number for this is the PD-YN009. Inside, it's running an automatic Seiko N835 movement. I like what they've done with the date wheel in terms of they've gone for the opposite in terms of not black, but they've gone not with white, with black right, and they've gone the opposite, which is cool. I like the fact they colour match the window and the date wheel. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Inside, it's running as I said, Seiko N835 movement. I'll bring some information up about that movement now. This tends to be the most popular of the movements that Seiko use. You'll see this on many micro brands, many watches on AliExpress, and for good reason. Good, rugged, reliable movement. 24 joules, 21,600 beats per hour, 40-hour power reserve, and yeah, normally I've not had one that runs minus or plus more than 15 seconds a day in any watch that I've had. So yeah, I can't knock the movement. Very, very good movement. The case material on this and the crown is titanium, as is the bezel. So that's the bezel, case and crown, all titanium. The case back is stainless steel, and you'll see the difference in the finishing. But I still think it's finished nicely, the titanium. I think it's done well. And the pin buckle clasp looks like it's also, is it titanium? I'm not sure. It looks like it could well be though. It looks quite similar, doesn't it? So yeah, I'd say the pin buckle clasp is also titanium. The case thickness of this watch, so yeah, not a thin boy. It's 13.1 millimeters. The case diameter, I sort of been measuring just across. At this point, it was coming in at 44.3 millimeters, and when you include the crown, it was coming at 47.7 millimeters. The lug width on this is 22. Has got quick release on the band, but yeah, 22 millimeters in there. And the lug to lug, tip to tip, which is the thing that kind of really surprised me. And when I mention it, you'll see it. The lug to lug on this is only 41 millimeters, so it's quite wide but not very long, and I think that's what helps it sort of sit on the wrist not too badly. I think you can kind of get away with it when it does that. So yeah, 41 millimeters. The case back, as I said, is stainless steel, and it's got a star on there. Not sure why, but they've done it anyway. Nicely finished, nicely deep etched, and obviously got the model number down just at the bottom there also. Yeah, screwed down. The bezel on this, as you can see, it's got plenty of purchase on there. You ain't going to struggle getting hold of that. And it is 120 click unidirectional bezel. Have a listen. And I would say, without hesitation, it's the best bezel I felt on a Pagani design watch, hands down. 120 click unidirectional bezel, no bounce, no backplay, very positive. And I thought, unless I'm mistaken, titanium ones were hard to do, but maybe that's where Pagani Design are going to shine on their titanium ones, because this bezel is bang on. The crown, you'll see at the 3 o'clock position, lots and lots of knurling on there, good size, and also signed on there, done really, really well. I do like the size. I do like a decent sized crown. Makes it nice and easy to engage with. The strap is rubber, nice texture finish at the top. It's even got a catch that it goes into, which I'll show you when I put it on my wrist. And it is signed with Pagani Design underneath, and also quick release, as I mentioned also. The clasp is pin buckle, and as I say, titanium it looks like, and it's also signed with the logo on there also. And the crystal covering that dial is sapphire crystal. Just looks like a bit of flat sapphire crystal, but it is sapphire crystal nonetheless. And the water resistance, you make out down at the 6 o'clock position, is 200 meters. So that'll give you 20 atmospheres of water resistance with this watch. And the weight will appear in the top right hand corner. It's in and around 116.5 grams, give or take, which is, given the size of the watch, it's quite weighty. And also the fact that it comes on a rubber strap, you can only imagine what it'd be like if it was on a titanium or stainless steel strap. It'd be quite big. But yeah, it's not a small watch, is it? So let's be honest. But let's have a look at the dial now, guys, in a bit more detail. So you've got a raised rehaut chapter ring with a minute track going around the outer edge. Inside that, you've got applied indices everywhere except for the 3 o'clock, where there is a date sort of window cut out, in keeping with the rest of it, where it's a bit skeletonized, but also sort of like it's camouflage and it's cut out. It's not clean in terms of how they cut it out, but yeah, it looks cool. I would like it to have been a bit more rounded off where it is there, but yeah, date window at the 3 o'clock position. As you can see, I've just hand wound it to give it some juice in there. So you've got larger battens at the 12, 6 and 9, circular battens everywhere else. Just below the batten at the 12, you've got Pagani Design logo that is applied on. Pagani Design written underneath in script writing that's printed printed on it, excuse me. And above the batten at 6, you've got automatic 200 meters, 660 feet, which is also printed on. If I take it out very quickly, I'll let it hack just for a second. Actually, I'll put it back in. I'll do that at the moment. Let me just bring up the loom. The loom on this, guys, is very, very good. No issues with the loom whatsoever. Probably the best loom, again, that I've had on a Pagani Design watch. So I guess that tells you quite a lot. I was impressed with the loom, and I never thought I'd say that about a Pagani Design watch. Not amazing, but given its Pagani design, very, very good. As you say, the crown's is nicely sized, and the crown stem also is as well. As I say, hand wind it, given the fact it's an NH35 movement. Take it out to the first position. You can scroll through the date, as you can see it, because it is slightly skeletonized. Take it all the way out, it will hack. Put it back in, it will start back up again, and you screw it back up. The crown on this is fantastic. I like how they've nailed it. Lots to grip, nice size. No issues engaging with that watch at all. But guys and girls, that's the watch. That's everything that's going on with the dial. As you see, it's camouflage dial, a few different other variations, but I wanted to get this one in. It looks cool. But let me pop it on the wrist quickly, give you an idea of what it looks like on my wrist. My wrist is just above a 7-inch wrist for your reference, and I have to use it. There's only 2 spare when I put it on. And what you're looking at, 5 more holes going the other way. So it'll probably fit wrist down to sort of almost 6 inches, all the way up until probably 9.5-ish. Yeah, quite a lot going on there. And like I said, this catch here, I really like. It just gets the bit of rubber out of the way, which is cool. But yeah, that's what it looks like on my wrist. As you can see, once you can see it, you can't unsee it. It's not that long, but it is wide when it's on the wrist. But this isn't a small piece, guys. It's not going to be one that you're probably going to be wanting to wear under a shirt cuff. This is sort of like a Bear Grylls type of watch. Let's be honest, this is the type of watch that I could imagine Bear Grylls wearing on one of his programs. But let's have a look at it. So that will now take me on to what I think is pants and pucker about the watch. As I always do, I always start with pants. I like to go on a high with pucker. So what I think is pants is, again, not as bad as some other watches, but the undersized hands. Mainly the hour and second. The minute one isn't too bad, but the second and hour, they're a bit too short. So yeah, the undersized hands, as I said, Aaron secondhand predominantly. Inconsistent branding. Some of them now just go for the logo. Other ones still go for the logo and script writing underneath. We don't need that script writing underneath. Plus also just become a bit more consistent. We don't need both, guys. The second hand pip at this end, I don't really know what that's doing, if I'm honest. I don't know why you'd need it at that end. Was it like a counterbalance? I don't know why. I think that loom there can give you an idea of where the other side would be, but I don't know why you'd have it there. To be honest, I think that's a bit strange. And the date border, as I've said, I know they've tried making it all cut out in different areas with the camo style, but I'd like the cutout of the date window to have been a bit more clean, and just so it just cuts out the date for today, rather than you'd be able to still see other parts. So yeah, the date border I'd like to have been done a little bit better. So what I think is pants is the undersized hands, as I said, the Aaron second, inconsistent branding, the second hand pip, and the date border. What I think is Pukka is the bezel. The bezel on this is fantastic. Listen to those clicks, so good. Every click as good as the next click as good as the last, and done very well. The hands and indices in terms of the finishing, I like the fact they've gone for gold. Also accentuates the fact that on the bezel they've gone for yellow. And yeah, one thing I just noticed, guys, one thing I will add actually into the pants, just very quickly, I will put, there's a bit of a QC issue on the 50, part of it's missing. I didn't notice that before, so we'll throw that in. So yeah, when it comes to the end, and you'll see in my description, I would have added that also, so just bear that in mind. Yeah, the hands into the loom. Yeah, the loom surprised the hell out of me in terms of I wasn't expecting it to be anywhere near as good as this, given what has happened in the past. The date wheel, the fact they've color matched it, so it's black with white writing. I think that's cool. The crown, good size, nice engagement, no issues there. The strap, nice rubber, quick release, nice and comfortable. The finishing, finished nicely again. Pagani design. This is becoming a little bit silly, where it's becoming more consistent with your finishing, to be applauded. And the aesthetic, I think it's cool. Like I say, this looks like one you're going to go camping with, and just like I said, where it's got sapphire crystal, I think it's going to be a watch that wears well, lasts nicely. So yeah, it just looks like a rugged watch that you'd be taking out, doing outdoor activities, should we say. As I say, a little bit like Bear Grylls. So just to surmise what I think is Pukka, is I'll go with the bezel, the hands and indices, the loom, the date wheel, the crown, the strap, finishing, and the aesthetic. Excuse me, the aesthetic is what I think is Pukka. And would I recommend the watch? Yeah, definitely. I think this is definitely one that's got legs. A bit more, how can I say this? One that's not understated. It's definitely one that people are going to notice on your wrist. But I think it's a cool piece. I definitely think it's one that would be cool to do different activities with. And yeah, I would recommend it. Lots going on for it. As I say, nice titanium construction, nice bezel, rugged, reliable movement, nice strap. Yeah, not a lot to dislike about it, really. Like I said, I've named a few things, but generally, well done. But guys and girls, please let me know what you think about this watch, and maybe any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always say, don't forget to like, subscribe, and always watch your time. Take care, guys. All the very best.